What's up, guys? Listen to the wisdom of Wes Watson again. He's talking about the depth of your struggle is equal to the height of your success. That hit me pretty hard because there's been a lot of different types of struggles that I've gone through, and also a bunch of easy times. When I look back at the memories, those easy times were softening me so that when the hard times came, they were devastating. And those hard times were strengthening me so that when more hard times came, I was more prepared. He was talking about struggles prepare you. Then I was thinking about the sacrifice, the austerity, the pain and suffering that comes from caloric restriction, not eating the foods that you want, and getting in the gym and training when you don't want to train, training hard, training through the pain, pushing yourself. I can't think of any example of some elite athlete, some bodybuilder, some power lifter, someone that trains hard in the gym, really intensely, with a serious plan, a serious, well thought out plan, with a blueprint from champions from the past that have done something that worked. I can't think of a person that didn't get incredible results from that. And I can't think of a person who didn't have a plan, who didn't train intensely, who didn't train regularly, who didn't learn from the experts of the past that got good results. May seem like a very simple concept. What kind of person have you seen that wants to get in good shape and doesn't care about what he eats and doesn't care about when he trains or how hard he trains or even if he trains and he got a good result? It's obvious, right? So when you're thinking about getting to the gym and you're thinking about, what am I going to eat? Know that preparation, that game plan, the execution, the intensity, the frequency, the intention, the focus, the determination will be equal to the result. If you're soft, if you're weak, if the results are not where you want to be, look back and see what you've done so far. The best strategy I've seen for most people is if you're at an intensity level at 3 and you want to have performance that's at level 5, just take it up to 3.1 and get acclimatized to that. Then take it to 3.2. Just build a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Before you know it, you'll be up to that intensity 5. And probably by the time you get there to 5, you're going to want to be at 6. And just follow the same strategy. Same with the food. If 2,500 calories, if you're eating clean, which means mostly whole foods, prioritizing fiber and protein, protect the liver and feed the gut. I've said this before. Prioritize protein and fiber if you're trying to get better performance in the gym. If you're not really trying to get more performance, if you don't really want to have stronger or larger muscles, then don't worry about the protein as much. Still get your protein in for maintenance. But if you're really trying to build, you're really trying to grow, Prioritize the fiber and the protein. And when you eat a lot of fiber, you're going to have a lot of micronutrients within those foods. You eat an avocado, blackberries, Brussels sprouts, nuts, seeds, so many things. There's a bunch of micronutrients in there that are going to feed you. So many biochemical reactions are happening inside the body every second. Millions and millions every second that require these micronutrients. If you're not getting them, you're losing performance. You're losing efficiency. You're wasting time. Don't waste time. Eat whole foods. Eat high quality whole foods. Get that fiber in. Get those micronutrients in. Stay hydrated. Get your protein in for the muscle building and performance. If you're at 2,500 calories with this and you need to lose some body fat and you're still gaining, walk a little bit more. If you don't have the time to walk anymore, drop your calories by a little bit. Drop them down to 2,300. I've been playing with the calories. I've been playing with the cardio. I've been playing with the hypertrophy training to see how does it affect body fat. Sometimes you just don't have enough time to walk 90 minutes every day, 45 minutes every day. We got busy schedules. We're working. We got families. We got things we want to do. Sometimes you got to mess around with the calories a little bit. Drop them a little bit. You also could have a broken metabolism. Be patient. You may drop the calories, but the mitochondria inside the cells may not be able to process everything properly. They're not doing well. They need to be healed. They may need to be replaced. This is a natural process that will occur when you're exercising and eating whole foods. Those micronutrients, all the different things that you ingest, you're going to get your systems back in order. You're going to be able to process fat better. All the things you've done in your life, you've signaled the body to become the way it is. You've signaled the mind to be the way it is. You're going to have to change these things. Just change them gradually. If you go on vacation and you know there's going to be sunshine and you're going to want to get a tan, don't just jump right in there for a couple of hours and get burned and then you ruin the vacation. Gradually build it up. Don't go crazy and scare yourself with drastic changes that are not sustainable. Do something that you could do for the rest of your life, but don't do it immediately if you think I can eat almost all whole foods for the rest of my life. Not very much processed foods. I can stay hydrated. I can get to the gym. I can study. I can read the books. I can have good relationships. Whatever the goals are, wherever your ideal is, wherever your ultimate self is, see how far you are from that and gradually build towards that. For most people, that's what works. Some people, they're so fed up, they can get there really, really fast. There's so much pain that they have that they're willing to go through a different type of pain to get what they want. Because the pain that they've been through already is so much stronger, so much more painful than what the pain that they're going to step into their new self. That's what I've noticed. It's always a trade-off of what's more painful. That's what you pick. Is it painful for you to sit there and to be so out of shape, to be so physically unfit that you can't walk up a flight of stairs without being winded? You can't play with your kids. You can't go on vacation and go on a hike. You'd rather just sit there and eat. How painful is that to you? If that's so incredibly painful to you that now you're going to go through the pain of waking up early and getting to the gym and restricting the calories and eating the whole foods and changing your whole entire life, which one's more painful? It's going to be a seesaw like that. That's the way it's always going to work. It's the same thing with money. It's the same thing with relationships. Are you in a dead-end relationship? You don't have friends? You don't get along with your family? How painful is it? If it's not that painful, then you're not going to go through the pain to change. If your current financial situation is not that painful, you're not going to go through the pain to change. The changes that I had made, there was too much pain. I was willing to go through a different type of pain to change. And then the old pain would release. and the new pain would begin. But the new pain is a different type of pain. The new pain is an intentional type of pain. There's a different flavor to that pain. When you got pain in the gym because you're going through the set and the muscles burning, it's a different type of pain than the pain that you got sitting on the couch, fat and depressed. It's a different type of pain that when you're walking down the street and people look at you like, that guy sucks. I felt it because I did. My performance, my attitude, my energy, the aura of energy pulsating from me was depressing. Much rather have the pain of the struggle, changing the body, changing the mind. Much rather have the pain and the struggle and the austerity of not eating the hyper palatable food, not eating the super sugary food, the super salty food, the super fatty food that my tongue was so addicted to. The body didn't really want it. The body wasn't doing double backflips with the pizza and the ice cream and the French fries and the salt and the sugar and the trans fatty acids, the trans fats that mess up your whole body. The body wasn't overjoyed by that, but the tongue was happy, because how much did the tongue suffer? How much did the tongue suffer when you punished the body through those poor choices? It didn't really suffer. It was just ready for the next fix. And there was even other parts of the body that were signaling pleasure. They were happy, but overall you were not happy. You weren't happy in the mirror. You weren't happy when others saw you. You weren't happy with your performance. You weren't happy with your choices. There's no way you were happy. And if you were happy, then you don't want to change. You're happy. You're content. You're satisfied. You're fulfilled. People are not going to change in that state. A lot of times people change because they see a better life somewhere. Someone else is leading a better life. So that entices them. That's natural. It's a better life when your body's in shape. It's a better life when you have the growth mindset. It's a better life when you're achieving things and you're growing. It's a better life when you're helping others. It's a better life when you share with others what you've realized that's helped yourself. It's a gift to them. I'm always trying to share. It's a great joy for me. I went through so much pain with so many of these vices. Food addiction, sloth, so much laziness, lack of determination, lack of focus, complacency, lack of competence, lack of wisdom, lack of love, lack of care, lack of empathy, lack of compassion. These were all strikes against me. They caused me great pain. But there were some times where I didn't feel the pain. Somehow or other, I had a shield around me. I couldn't feel it. Just like a rhinoceros has such thick skin. Try to give a rhinoceros a massage. The guy can handle a beating. He's tough, but he can't sense the sensitive touch. You want to be a hard-skinned individual. You can't feel anything. That means you don't feel the pain, which is maybe what you want, but you're not going to feel the pleasure. There's a part of you that has to become soft to feel the pleasure. That has to become sensitive. That's where the empathy comes, the compassion, the love, the wisdom, the enlightenment. These are all superior states of pleasure. What level of pleasure do you want? You want shallow, low-level pleasure, low vibration pleasure, or do you want pleasure at the peak? You got to develop this. These are skills you develop. These are things you uncover. It's like gold buried in the ground. Slowly uncovering the dirt that's covering the gold, that's uncovering the gem, that's uncovering the diamond. The diamond's there within you. It's the sensitivity. It's the sensitivity to the suffering of others. It's the care for yourself. You need to have a certain amount of care for yourself in order to uncover your potential to be able to care for others. You don't even care for yourself. I always use the analogy of a lifeguard. If he's in horrible shape, he can barely even walk or swim, he's not going to save anyone. Could even save himself. Get yourself up to a certain level of performance. Then also try to help other people as you've achieved higher levels. And that will take you to a higher level. That selfless act will take you to another level. Then you can have higher performance for yourself. Now you have newfound skills to help others on another level. Go back and forth like this constantly. This is the key.